Well, hello, friends. Welcome back to the Joy of Collecting. I have got some mail that I've gotten over the last several days, deliveries, and I wanted to share those with you today. So, we've got some cards and we've got some Hall of Fame pieces and we've got some art, and we just we'll just get right into it here. These are a couple of cards that were bought from an online estate auction. Different times. There's actually two separate purchases. They just happened to come in at the same time. So this first one that I'm going to show you, I actually bought this weeks ago. Maybe 6 weeks ago, and they shipped it and never got a tracking number, which is fine because they shipped it in a plain white envelope. But it just was beginning to think it wasn't going to show up. But it finally showed up, and so it is an Albert Pujols Gold Cup rookie card from the 2002 Top Set. And this has an error because the picture on the back of the card, and I think this was uncorrected, but it has, I believe that is Eli Marrero or perhaps Placido Polanco. I can't remember who that is, but it's not Albert Pujols on the back of the card. But anyway, I think that may be the first Albert Pujols rookie that I have. So I'm excited to get that. It's not in perfect shape, but it's pretty good shape for its age. So we'll just give that a stand up back there. This is another rookie card. This is much more modern. This is a Jordan Walker rookie, and this is one of the refractors. I don't know what they call this, pink toil or something, but it's numbered 33 out of 75. And of course, he's in the minors now. Kind of lost some of his luster, so I was able to pick that up for a good deal. But I'm excited to get it. All right, let me move this out of the way, and we'll move to the next piece. This actually arrived today. A nice thank you note. And this is a Perez Steel postcard, and it of George Kelly, Hall of Famer George Kelly. It is an autograph, but it's a cut auto. It's not actually autographed on the well, my mind went blank, postcard. But that cut autograph does have a JSA authentication. So I'm excited to get that. I really like these. I really like them. I didn't even know they existed until I ran across them here, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. And I see there's several different editions out there, different configurations, sizes, different players. And anyway, I really am a big fan of these. So good looking signature, George Kelly. Excited to add that to my Hall of Fame collection. This next piece is another Perez Steel postcard. This one is in a Beckett case, and it's Hall of Famer Johnny Mize, St. Louis Cardinals uniform there. It's got his autograph there and some very light blue ink, but it's a good looking signature, and it is an authentic autograph. So, I mean, how could you not love these great pieces of artwork? I've actually found a group on Facebook that's devoted to these, to the Perez Steel artwork, where they buy and sell on there. So I may be able to pick up some other pieces from that group at some point. So the next piece, it is probably the most valuable piece that I have to show you today. It's a piece of artwork, and this is probably my favorite piece that I'm going to show you today, and one of my favorite pieces of the collection, but I am going to save something else for last. This is a painted home plate of Tony Gwynn, and it has his 1994 stats when he hit 394. Now, as you can see, maybe this has a few scuffs here and there, and there's actually a kind of a gouge right here. Well, this thing was in a full-size frame, centered in a frame, a big frame, and had glass front on the frame. And during shipping, that thing got smashed, and so the frame got broken, the glass got smashed, and I don't know if it happened at the auction house. I don't know if it happened at the shipper that shipped it out. I don't know if it happened in transit. I do know that it was wrapped in several layers of bubble wrap, and there was tape in a star pattern across the glass, and so it looked like it had been taped to kind of hold it together and then wrapped. But when I questioned that, like maybe it gotten broken before it was shipped. When I questioned that, the company that packed and shipped it for the auction house said that they did that as a precaution in case it did get broken in transit. It would hold the glass together, so that's very possible. But either way, it did sustain a few scrapes because this is painted. There's the artist's signature. Oh, and by the way, there's Tony Gwynn's signature, nice gold ink. Now, this is not authenticated, but for those of you that are not aware, there's a group on Facebook called Out or Safe, and it has a handful of mods on there, maybe 6, 8, maybe even 10 different guys that are long-time collectors, and one of them even used to work for PSA. And so you can take a nice close-up picture of an autograph and post it, and they will make their comparisons and tell you if it's out or safe, if it's a legitimate autograph. And those are rendered because they're not examining it in person. They render that opinion based on the assumption that it is live ink and not printed or copied. But anyway, I posted that, and you can see it's a little faded on Out or Safe, and it came back as safe. So there it is. I'll try to get it mostly in frame there for you. Beautiful piece of artwork. Probably the greatest, possibly the greatest contact hitter of all time. I would say he's definitely the greatest contact hitter of all time. You go back and read some of the stats, ridiculous, numbers that he put up as far as batting average. Very, very, very few strikeouts. Great success against some of the greatest pitchers of the modern era. I'm just beyond excited to add this to my collection. And so I need some way to preserve it. I may wrap it back up in the bubble wrap and just put it in a box until I can figure out how I want to display it. But man, that, see if I can just back up here and give you a full look at it. That is a thing of beauty, and the artist, I can't read the name. If you can read that or you're familiar with who that might be, let me know. But he did a great job. All right, now the last piece, I have no idea if it has any value. I think I paid $9 for it at an online estate auction. $7, $8, $9, something like that. But I love this, and I've got to figure out how I want to display this. This is an old piece of a newspaper, and it's a story here, and that newspaper is from April 10th, 1901. The newspaper is called Hearst's Chicago American. You can see there it's a Wednesday edition. You can actually see that kind of folded over, but it's beginning to say Wednesday edition. I'm not even taking it out of this this holder. I've had it for several days. See, it's got some damage. But it's a story of two orphans who are now with the White Stockings, or they were also the White Sox as we know them. But you have Sandow Mertz and Clark Griffith. Clark Griffith is in the Hall of Fame. Sandow Mertz is not, but Captain Clark Griffith is a Hall of Famer. So this is going to go into my Hall of Fame collection. I'll just show you the back. The back has some advertisements, and it has some stock market, the stock numbers, what things are selling at, commodities. I guess that's what I'm looking for. New York produce market, produce movement for 24 hours, live poultry, butter. Anyway, pretty interesting. Kind of get a glimpse into what the world was like in 1901, but 123 plus year old newspaper, and just from looking at it, it looks to be in pretty remarkable condition. It does have a few tears in it. Value, I have no idea, but it's a cool piece. It's a cool piece to me, and so I want to get this displayed some kind of way. I want to be careful not to damage it further, and for now it will probably go back between the cardboard and back into the padded envelope till I figure out how I want to display it. But anyway, that is that's neat. That's probably to me that's the neatest piece that I've picked up over the last few weeks. So what would you call this newspaper? Is this a one of one? I mean, I'm sure there were multiple copies made, but how many have survived? How many of this exact picture do you think remain? And this is not cut. That is just folded. You can see it's folded back right here. It does have the full picture of both players. So anyway, what do you think about that? It's a toss-up for me. I mean, the Tony Gwynn, that's pretty cool. I love the artwork. The fact that it has Tony Gwynn's signature and he's deceased, you know, Hall of Famer, and what a great player he was, and just a all-around good person. I don't know of really any scandal or anything that ever revolved around him, and he certainly died too young. But the fact that this is over 100 years old and has that Hall of Famer on it, I'm just excited about it. All right, thank you for watching. I know this has been a longer video, and if you've stayed to the end, I do appreciate it. And feel free to like and subscribe. Share the videos with somebody that maybe likes this kind of content. I am open for suggestions. You know, I would like to see the channel grow. I don't really have a plan for doing that. I'm not a social media expert by any means. I'm an old man. But if you have any suggestions as far as that, I would appreciate it. And if you have any resources or groups or places that you think I could hunt for a bargain for some Hall of Fame memorabilia, share it with me. I would appreciate it. And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.